So today I'm in Manchester with Steve N4 of
Steve.
Abandont fame, or you might otherwise know him as Steve N4 from Transport Fever fame. He is a modder.
Fame is a strong word. I make trains for one singular game that are of questionable quality, and I make videos of questionable quality. And that's the humbleness. I can't give myself praise.
No, his mods are great and they're very, very popular. Steam locomotives mainly, and very obscure locomotives. But today we're here to talk about Abandont, his other YouTube channel, which he started relatively recently. When did you start it?
So I started it in technically December of last year, but that's when I uploaded it to my Steve M4 original channel.
Yeah.
Someone told me, might have been you, I don't know, someone told me I needed to create an own channel for this.
Yeah.
I was really reluctant at the time because on my existing YouTube channel I had over 450 subscribers. But let's be facing it, everyone was there for either old GTA content, Robot Wars content, which used to be up on that channel years ago, or
Really?
trains. Yeah. And so I started the new channel after toying about with a lot of names. Actually, my other half came up with the phrase Abandont, which works really well.
Yeah.
Because it covers pretty much everything. If you cover abandoned content, it works.
Yeah.
If you cover not abandoned content, it,
It
works. So she was actually really clever in that half. So I credit to her for the name. But essentially, it was during lockdown. Well, not during, right at the tail end of it in 2021, 22.
Yeah.
And it was the middle of winter. Things were bleak. So I decided just to go out and find local history.
Yeah.
Just because I could. And I did my first video was in Bollington, which isn't too far from where I'm based, and it was of an inclined tramway called Kerridge. I remember it now.
Yeah.
At Oakfold, and it was a completely impromptu video. I think I was out with my family as well. I just put the camera on and recorded some B-roll, overdubbed it at home with a microphone, and that became my first video. And I enjoyed it enough to go out and film more. And now I have about 116 subscribers as of now, which isn't too bad for a niche channel.
No.
I've been told it's not too bad for a very niche channel. Obviously, if you're doing like makeup tutorials or something much bigger, then you're gonna get more much quickly. But for covering abandoned tramways and obscure railways in Cheshire, which is a very specific, but very specific part of Cheshire, because not all of it. It's just the Cheshire east side around Poynton. It's not doing too bad.
No. So you mentioned before that you used to make, well, you still do make mods now and again for Transport Fever 2, but you're starting to slowly wind that down now. So what sort of plans have you got for Abandont in the future?
So, Transport Fever will never take a backseat truly, but I do need to wind down quantity over quality, that sort of thing, and keeping your mental health. But basically Abandont is now sort of not, I won't say become my main focus, but it's a nice continuation. It's a weekly thing. Every week I've got to sit down and make a video. It's a nice routine. It gives you some nice structure to your life. Yeah. You've got to sit down, make the video, upload it. It gives you some structure, and I'd like to continue that. However, that's been completely torpedoed. So we're coming back from not a video of filming. It was just a family trip out to Chester, and the car on the way back decided just to not be a car anymore. Right. And that car's now gone, so we're down to just one car, which
that makes things tricky.
And also fuel is so expensive now. Going out and filming videos for Abandont isn't financially practical. No. It costs 20 quid just to go out and film a video in my local area. So if fuel gets cheaper, then Abandont will probably become, I'll be able to get a bit further afield, as well as life changing as my family and my son gets older and all that. But in reality, I'm gonna have to give Abandont a different treatment. So in future, my videos are most likely going to be map based as well. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind having this as a phase of Abandont at the start where I went out and did stuff, and then having those sort of videos like a one-off or a every other week or so, and having the main content be, let's have a look at what we can find on the map, because that gives me reign over the whole UK really. Yeah. I can go everywhere, and it could be one of the cases where I look and find something interesting on the map, and then a few months later I follow up with a video. It could be a good idea. It's actually doing research.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
It's a big part that
people don't realise.
People don't see the research that goes into it, because behind each video of Abandont, I don't just rock up at a tramway and make it up. I spend a decent amount of time scrolling through maps. If they haven't got any infrastructure like information about it online, if the tramway's like unnamed or it's not got anything specific about it, like a Wikipedia page it says it was built in 1860 and that's it, because a lot of these have no documentation you can access easily. you've got to do a lot of your piecing together with maps.
Yeah.
Putting together different dates, seeing what pieces of infrastructure is below another one. It's like archaeology.
Yeah, just kind of digital archaeology.
It is actually, that's a really good term for it, digital archaeology.
I'm copywriting that.
Oh, I'll get my money out, hang on.
Yeah, but yeah, I get what you mean about kind of the maps, but yeah, the map bits of your videos are quite good as well, so it's, you know, it's not the end of the world if you can't get out on, because I know it's time consuming and it's expensive to get out and about.
A lot of people like the going out and about content, because I've done 1 or 2 map videos before and they got very little views. I've got one where I found a tunnel on a map literally 2 days before I went out and recorded it.
Right.
I made the tweet thread about it, and I think Paul Whitewick came up and said, make a video on this.
Okay.
So I left for work about half an hour early and took a diversion to go and find this map feature. There was absolutely nothing there at all, and the video flopped, which has put me off doing map videos for a fair bit. But there's quite a lot of interesting things with maps, I think, especially covering where railways used to go then and now, saying that if you follow this line in real life, there's just a row of houses in its way. Or, you know, if you can fade through, you can see on LiDAR that there's a bump in this field, that's where a track used to go. So there's a lot you can do with maps. It just doesn't make for very engaging visual content.
No, but there's things you can do, but yeah, I kind of get what you mean.
There's a YouTuber called Whole History Nerd. He does a lot of map-based stuff as well. He combines it with going out on site, and his sort of take on things I quite like. So I'm going to probably, sorry Whole History Nerd, I'm going to steal your format a little bit with how you do your maps.
Take inspiration from,
yeah, well it's not in the hole for a start, so there we go.
Okie dokie, so we've learned a little bit about what your videos are, what they might be in the future. So when do you upload videos? That's the important question.
Right, so my videos go up every Tuesday, and I've yet to miss one.
Right.
But it's every Tuesday on my YouTube channel, Abandont. Every now and again, something goes up on a Sunday if I have something that doesn't fill the usual time frame for a Tuesday video. But yeah, so Tuesdays on Abandont is where you can get new content of old things.
Right, and there'll be a link in the description to his Abandont YouTube channel and his Twitter as well. Follow me on Twitter, on YouTube, subscribe to his channel. So there you are, that's Steve M4 of Abandont fame.
I think you need to catch a train now.
So me and Steve are just about to part ways. I'm about to get the tram to Victoria to get the train back to Chester, but it occurred to me I haven't done my own outro, so like this video, subscribe to this channel please, that would be appreciated, and obviously check out Steve's channel as well. But I'm going to leave it there for today. Say until next time, bye bye.